going to be talking about how to make it easy for you to get more greens. Yes, we've talked about kickstarting your day with a green smoothie, but we got to keep the momentum going. And one way to do that is to eat more salads throughout the day. But what many busy moms encounter is the fact that it's way too much work to put a salad together. And this absolutely solves that issue. Having a make-ahead mason jar salad is going to simplify, automate. It's fun to eat, and these are beautiful inside your refrigerator. As you're gonna see, I'm gonna put one together with you today. So I'm gonna be sharing how to make your own mason jar salad, the 5 secrets that go into a successful mason jar salad. And then I'm gonna demonstrate. As you see, I just prepped all of the ingredients to show you as I put it together what it becomes. And I'm gonna be very honest with you right now. I have never made a mason jar salad. What I found with my research is that everybody has a different strategy about how to put a mason jar salad together. I looked at it all and I came up with a combination of what I thought made sense. So I'm kind of in experimental mode, and that's what I encourage you to do as well. So then it's going to be a matter of how do you construct it in order to make it successfully fit into a mason jar. So number 1, the container. What do you need? You need a mason jar. They typically look like this. They're wide mouth, quart style. You could do pint, but I find that quart's gonna be just the right size to get enough layers in there for a good size salad. That's gonna make it easy to fill and easy to shake and pour. And that's the great way in order to help serve it. Glass. There's a question of what's the difference between glass and plastic. The main thing is that the glass helps the ingredients last longer, and then you get a tighter seal when you are using the glass mason jars. This in turn, when your salad's gonna last longer, it can last 5 to 7 days, which means that you can make a week's worth of salads with mason jars. Think about the time that you're gonna save when it goes into meal planning and meal prep. Genius. And these are perfectly portable. You got them in here, you don't have to worry. Everything is in one container, and if you are traveling, portable, easy to take with you. You can find mason jars at grocery stores. If you're unsure of where to find them, ask someone. Don't waste your time searching, just ask. And I will be telling why your greens will not get soggy, Miss Kelly Alford. And, oh yes, you guys, that's why there's 5 secrets to this. The strategy lies in layering. I'm gonna reveal that just after I give you a couple more tips. I found my mason jars in a craft store. Actually, Ben Franklin was going out of business. So these sold for $2.99 a piece. I got them for, I think, 60% off, but you can buy them in bulk as well. So those of you who keep asking you soggy, wait till I show you the layering strategy and you'll be like, oh yeah, genius. And I did not invent this, and this is the first time that I'm doing it. So, part 2 of this is strategic layering. It's important to know what to put in what order in order to keep the ingredients tasting their best without losing the integrity of the ingredients that you're using, aka, what do you mean? How will my greens not get soggy? The bottom is considered layer number 1. This is where you're going to put something very wet like a dressing, or if you're not using a dressing, you can put any type of grains. Dressings to consider. Can you please stop pulling on my legs? Thank you. You told me you were gonna wait out there while I made a video. Real life. Dressing wise, think of balsamic vinaigrettes, vinegar and oil, whatever your favorite combination is. And there are so many homemade dressings that you can make. I know, sneaky, right? Anything like a creamy dressing. If you like to make dressings out of Greek yogurt, I just buy mine. This is one that I buy, Bolthouse. And what I do is I just drizzle, and then once I get a little bit out of here, I just add water to it. You don't need very much. I mean, you can buy Greek yogurt in a seasoning packet or mix different herbs in Greek yogurt, and there's your dressing. Also consider salsa and hummus. Layer number 2. This is where you're gonna put your heavier, heartier, more resilient vegetables and fruits, because salads don't mean just veggies. You can add fruits in here as well. These are gonna act as a shield from anything above. Hello, people who are concerned about sogginess. So act as a shield from anything above that could get too soggy from anything too wet down here. Make sense? Things to consider for layer number 2, your hearty, heavy, more resilient fruits and vegetables. Tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, celery, carrots, bell peppers, artichoke hearts. apples, pears, olives, beets, roasted bell pepper, sugar snap pea. These are also items that are okay to marinate if there is some type of dressing. It's okay for them to sit in there and pickle or marinate. It's just going to absorb the flavors without affecting the integrity of the fruit or vegetable. Layer number 3 are going to be your less hardy, softer, more fragile, moisture resistant? Sure, moisture-resistant items, fruits and vegetables. Think about items like mushrooms, zucchini, sprouts, avocados, berries, dried fruit. Think about it in terms of that. That's layer number 3. Layer number 4 will be your protein, unless this is your produce and it acts as a side to the protein that you're making over here. Protein does not always have to go in here. The proteins are going to be layer number 4. I want you to think about meats, seafood, eggs, beans, cheese. If you're going to use cheese, make sure you're using the most unprocessed cheese. Then we are all the way at the top, where everybody was worried about what about the greens and if they get soggy. They're sitting at the top. They have layers that are shielding them from anything that is very wet or that could affect the integrity of the greens, that could make them wilted. That stuff's all down here. Experimenting and finding what works best for you. I will keep telling you that over and over again. So I want you to think about the top layer is anything that won't suck if it gets soggy. The top layer is anything that won't suck if it gets soggy. So that's gonna be your greens, and if you like to use nuts and seeds, because we kind of like our nuts and seeds crunchy. Then once you've got it all in there, you seal it and you refrigerate it. Then it becomes grab, shake, eat, or grab and go, shake and eat.